Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to make a video for you which is going to cover what to do when you feel stressed, when your circumstances are pressing you, when you have problems in your life, and at the same time you want to manifest completely brand new life. Okay. Now, close your eyes. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Okay, first one. Where is your stress? Where is your situation? Where is the circumstances happening? You're going to say to me, oh, it's over there. This is happening to me. This is happening, and so on and so on. But if you really pay close attention to what I'm saying to you, you're going to recognize that as soon as you close your eyes, you become a single unit, just awareness. Hop, black, nothing. And then you're going to tell the story. Oh, I have money issues. Oh, I have SP issues. Okay. Now, listen to this. We have been told that outside things are real, that they exist in that physical matter and sense, and that we don't have any power whatsoever. But that's not the case. You are made of three components: your physical body, your rational human mind, and the third component, which is your real self, is the God energy. You have like a piece of the God energy itself. Okay, the way I like to see it is this: is like God made himself into a human to experience human experience, just to be a human. So if we have 8 billion people, they all have the God energy inside of them. And let me read something to you from the Gospel of Thomas. Jesus said, so his disciples said to him, when will the kingdom come? And Jesus said, it will not come by waiting for it. It will not be a matter of saying, here it is there. Rather, the kingdom of the Father is spread out upon the earth, and men don't see it because it exists in us. The particle of God, the substance of God, resides in you. Now, if you have this knowledge, so now close your eyes again. And the affirmation, because a lot of people are affirming about their circumstances. I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, if they have money issues. SP, if they have no one with them. But that's not the correct way. If you're going to affirm for anything, you have to affirm this. And this is how I changed myself completely. Close your eyes and say, it all comes from me. I'm the source. It all comes from me. Very simple. It all comes from me. So when I close my eyes, I have awareness, God awareness. I'm mentioning this for a reason. You have the God awareness itself. So you're closing your eyes. So the question is, what circumstances, what stress, what you have on the outside now, it's your previous creation when you were not aware how reality was functioning. this is what you have on the outside. On the outside, you have your previous creation. Now, when you know that you have the God essence inside of you, you have to recognize that the God essence is your awareness. I'm closing my eyes and I have this awareness, and therefore I should not focus my awareness on the problem, the money, the SP, health. No. If I want the opposite of that, I need to create an image, or I need to select this reality. And as the God is inside of you, this awareness, your real self, will produce the outside result. So it all comes from me. Say it with me. It all comes from me. It is only awareness. This is all. The physical reality, it's not that physical, it's not that hard, it's not that tangible. That's not the case. So when we say circumstances are just in front of you, you have a problem. No, your past self had a problem, because as soon as you have this awareness that inside of you is actually the God energy itself, you have to immediately change to look only on this affirmation. I am source. It all comes from me. So when I started to exercise this, just saying this affirmation, it all comes from me. I'm the source of my reality. I'm the source of my reality. Without my awareness, it doesn't exist. And now there might be some people who say, but yes, but we still have bills to pay. But yes, but we have this to do. And I'm going to give you an example how I dealt with a bill which was unwanted in my case. Now, I received a bill, a water bill for £500 or even more. I did nothing. I didn't call the company. I didn't email them, nothing. I said, oh, this is error. My bill is not that. 2 weeks after that, I received a second letter. Still, I did nothing. I just said, that's not my bill. After a few more weeks, I received another letter. However, this time it wasn't from the company. It was still from the company, but it was mentioning another company as well, which was debt collector. And it was saying that if I don't pay within 5 working days, they will send me to this company and they will start the process of debt collection. And I still did nothing. In those 5 days frame, I received an email from the company, of the water company, saying that they need to come and investigate my water meter because they have noticed overconsumption, which is unusual. There was a phone and I had to call. I called the next day to book the appointment. And I said to them, are you going to suspend that bill for now? Because obviously you investigate. They said yes. I think 2 weeks, yes. In 2 weeks time, an engineer, or I don't know, someone came, they checked the water meter and nothing. I had no idea what was happening in that particular time. And I said something very strange the same day when the engineer came. I said to my husband, do you know what will happen? Now the water company will owe us money they will have to give us money back. And we were laughing. And then 3 days after the engineer was doing the work, I had another email. It was apology email saying that they were billing us to the wrong water meter from the very beginning, and they owe us money. They have to pay us, I think, 270 something pounds now. So the point is, this is my reality. Let me say it again. This is my reality. There are a lot of people who can come to you with problems, circumstances, TV news, bills. You can navigate your awareness. No, that's not my bill. No, this is the way I want it to be, because you are the God itself. You have the God energy. Yes, we're not the totality of God, because there is a massive, huge energy field, which is all this. We're not the totality, but you have the God particle, and God itself wants to experience life as a human being. So you have to start to view yourself from another perspective. It's no longer about what I'm going to do with your rational mind. No, you're not thinking with your rational mind. That's when you're stressing. That's when you're overreacting to problems. This is what I'm saying. I've not even decided to make any calls. I just decided that this is not my bill. I said it once, and then in a joke, I said to my husband that they will pay us back money. Why this is working? Because a lot of people may have struggles, resistance, but the resistance only comes from your ego, from your identity, from your self-awareness. If you constantly saying to yourself, oh, this is not working, nothing works for me, I need to pay this, la la la, this is your awareness. You're wasting your God energy awareness to live a negative life, a life that you don't want. So you have to decide what type of life you want and create that in your mind. This creation is finished by means you are selecting what type of life you want. You don't have to visualize. You don't have to do anything. Like, there are people who say you have to be happy to manifest. That's not the case. No. It's not the case. And it's unfair if people are teaching that, because manifestation is always part of you. This is just who you are. You are manifestation spirit. So it doesn't make sense for you to limit yourself and by saying, I have to be happy to manifest. And if you say that, this is going to be so for you, because again, what? You have the God energy inside of you. You are selecting the reality that you are going to have manifesting experiences only when you're happy. It's very simple. So when it comes to your stress, when it comes to your any type of mental activities, refuse that. You can refuse that. You can refuse that. It's just a noise in your head. I want to mention that, because a lot of time we have anxiety, we have fear, we have those negative emotions. It's a noise. Don't go there. Only look with your awareness. Only focus on the light, on the positivity, on the beauty, on the goodness, on the nice things. Because this is when you're focusing on that, it's like you're having a torch. And when you put light into those positive things, this is what you're going to experience on the outside. So really, manifestation first begin with you, because you are the God itself in a human body, having its own reality. We have all unique realities, like a little bubbles. So you have your own bubble of reality. Nothing can penetrate your bubble of reality. It's only you, and you have that permission. You give permission to other people. You give permission to the TV news when they say there is a war, or when they say this is happening. Yes, but when you focus on that, this consumes you. This gets your attention. You got attention. So be careful where you put your attention. It's crucial. So there is no stress. Let me give you a quote I want to read to you, which I made, and which is very good for the video. I did this done today. I said that it's so relaxing to know I can have anything I want. You can say it with me. It's so relaxing to know I can have anything I want. And now, why can I have anything I want? Because it's only my reality, my experience as a human being on planet Earth. Around me, other people have their own awareness, their own business. In my reality, my awareness, I decide what life I'm going to have. I decide how people will treat me. I decide how SP will be this. I decide money. I decide. So this is your bubble of reality. So you should even remove those words from your vocabulary, like stress, like anxiety, like negativity. Those things should not exist in your awareness. And even if they pop in, no. I just don't pay attention to them. It's just how sometimes I say to myself, if I have those negative thoughts, like how dare, like I'm saying, like how dare speaking to me, like in a different persona. Like you have to imagine that the voice in your head who is speaking those things, negativity, anxiety, stress, all of that, is the ego, is the human rational mind. But you don't have to fight it, because there is nothing for you to fight, because those things will not happen unless you believe that those things will happen. You know what I mean when they say la 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 in your head. You can say, how dare speaking to me? Or you can even say, I'm not going to listen. Go away. Go away. Go away. I only choose positive and happy thoughts. And that's it. You move on. So stress doesn't exist for you. Problems doesn't exist for you. If you have current problems in your reality and you have to like live with those problems, and I've been there, as far as you have your awareness inside of you on the fact that what you have decided, like my life is going to be amazing, I'm going to be I'm rich, my life is amazing, I'm rich, I'm this, I'm this, I'm this, and you're focusing on that, it will happen, because your awareness is already on point with the end. You are living your end, and what is currently presented in front of you is just the remnants of your own reality. Imagine like a huge building. Imagine a huge building collapsing, and a brand new building is emerging, a beautiful new building. Imagine in this way, because when you say something, this immediately becomes your reality. It's only us, this because a lot of times we're wavering in our thoughts, in our emotions, like with our, not emotions, because emotions are not really that important unless we decide. But as soon as you say something, it's already a fact. Even though you don't see it, it exists. So your old reality is the old building, and it's still in front of you, but it's collapsing. And from that old building, from that old reality, the new reality emerges in the physical. And this is where people make another issue with on YouTube, because they teach people that things have to be instant. Yes, they are instant. Where? In my God awareness. Yes, I decide it's instant. But let's say when I say elephant, an elephant, it's not going to pop into the room. No. But it may happen to see in a commercial, or you may see elephant in some other cases or things. So as soon as you decide your reality, it's already a fact, and you have to live that way. Like you live backwardly. You start from the end. A lot of people start when they are manifest. They say, I'm going to manifest, and they doing some actions like steps, because they think that this is a linear thing. No, I'm in the end already, and I'm just experiencing my end now. That's the problem with people. When we say I'm stressing out, why are you stressing out? You're in your end. You're in your end already. So there is nothing for you to worry about. You, however, have to focus internally on your internal reality, because if you only see on the outside, it may consume you, because we're people and we struggle with the reality around us. And that's why Jesus said we have to fast. We have to fast from the physical reality, not from the food. It wasn't about food. It was fasting on the outside, not seeing the outside, but experiencing experiencing your goal, your end internally, because this is your new reality. Your new reality begins with you. You have to be on point with your new reality. You see? So your new reality is already a fact, because what? You are in your end, and I'm just observing my end. Now, even your circumstances that are negative, they're still part of your end, by the way. A lot of people are not paying attention to this. But as soon as you decide your new reality, you stick to that, and you are mentally in the end. Anything that comes up is part of the end, because you are in your end. So it doesn't make sense for you to look around and stressing and pointing fingers and just be consumed by those things. No, you have to recognize, you can say, I am in my end. Those things are just part of my end. And smile, be happy and joyful, because what? Because you already have it. You're in your end. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay? I will finish this video. I have a lot more to say, but I'll finish because it's the hottest day in UK, so I need to stop because I'm just boiling. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make a comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer. I'm happy to help you with whatever I can. I'm offering coaching services. I have an email coaching, and I also have one-on-one sessions, just if you want. Okay, thank you, and bye for now.